So Bentley now has a private blend or high-end collection into their fragrance collections that they have in their portfolio. You know, you guys know I'm a huge fan of the men's line, you know, the Bentley Men. This is their later creation, which I actually reviewed for you guys, Bentley for Men Black Edition. But when it comes to fragrance, you know, car-related brands, Bentley is, to me, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. So in this video, I'm going to cover their new high-end collection, simply called the Beyond Collection. If you guys want to know all about this collection, stick around. The video's coming up next. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm Max Forti. If you guys love to make a great first impression, smelling good is definitely a great way to start. In this video, we're going to take a look, an overview look on the Beyond collection from the Bentley house. As you know, I love the regular men's line. You know, it's one of my favorites. You know, Bentley for Men Intense is one of the best out there when it comes to a great leather, boozy, smoky scent. It has a very good niche quality for a great price. As we come to expect with Bentley fragrances over the years, they do a very good job when it comes to performance, pricing, and the actual blends. So in today's video, I'm going to go through the whole Beyond collection. In fact, you know, these were released last year. You have the Exotic Musk, the Majestic Cashmere, and the Wild Vetiver. And these are the three fragrances that I'm going to be covering with you today in this video. They actually have released a fourth composition called Rich Pimento, which I haven't gotten my hands on it, but as soon as I do, you guys will be first to hear from me. I will definitely be doing a review on that particular fragrance. All the Bentley Beyond fragrances shown on this video are actually testers, 100 ml. They are full presentation. They come with the cap. The only thing they don't come with is the actual box. They do retail for 165 pounds. And you can find them at the Bentley or official website. But I'm actually going to hook you guys up so you don't have to pay retail. If you guys want to check any of these out, stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to have obviously a code for you guys, and everything you need to know is going to be linked in the description. Let's kick things off with the first one, Exotic Musk. As soon as I found out about this one, I was very excited. I do like musky scents. Exotic Musk is going to be. Before we get into that, I just want to talk about the presentation. I do love these beautiful bottles. They do look amazing. I love the glass, pattern. I love the metal here, which is very nice and thick. The caps actually have leather inserts around them, and the sprayers are actually pretty strong and nice mist that you get with these particular fragrances. So presentation is really boss with these fragrances. So this particular one, Exotic Musk, I was very excited, as I said, but I have to be honest with you, it's not as pungent, not as strong as I would expect with a musky scent. The fragrance lists a lot of dark and deep components like orris root, amber, obviously the musk. But what I get with this fragrance overall, it's going to be a fragrance that is, the scent itself is going to be very similar to Molecule 01. So if you're familiar with that, ISO-y super type of smell, this is going to have tonka bean as well, which adds a nice sweetness to it. There's a nice orris root in here that adds this nice thickness to the scent. But it's not really a deep or dark scent. As you see here from the color of the juice, it's like a light blue. And this is going to be very similar to a creamy, fruity sandalwood dry down with the white musk. Very reminiscent of Molecules 01. So think of Molecule 01 dark, or like a deeper composition. If you didn't like Molecule 01, if you thought it was too faint, this is like taking that fragrance to the next level. And in fact, this is actually a funny thing that happens to me when I'm wearing Molecule 01. I get very anosmic with the fragrance. When people come by me, they actually notice me, but I can't really smell myself. And this is kind of what happens with this fragrance after the first hour or so. It feels like I'm not wearing anything, but I do get notices. People do say, hey man, what are you wearing today? It smells quite nice. It's going to leave you, at least on my skin, with a very nice, creamy, sweet sandalwood slash, Molecule 01 ISO-y super type of smell. It is nice, but I wasn't really impressed with Exotic Musk. It is a nice scent, but I was expecting something a little darker or deeper with this one right here. Next up, we have one of my favorite classifications. This is going to be a woody, spicy fragrance. This is called Majestic Cashmere. Now, this particular one, again, I have the dry down here on the paper, and I have a spray on my hand here on the right-hand side, your left-hand side. Majestic Cashmere is actually a really nice woody, spicy scent. It's really deep, it's dark, it's very, when you think about fragrances like this one right here, for example, the color of the juice is like dark, just like this, it's not gonna be as smoky or boozy as this particular scent. It is, in fact, all of these Beyond the Collection fragrances, they are going to be very high class in the sense that they're gonna wear a little closer to the skin. This perhaps is gonna be the one that's gonna project the most out of the three. It's gonna have a little bit stronger projection, but these fragrances are gonna be a lot more subdued, a lot more classy and elegant, meaning they're not gonna push. I can see like a boss, somebody that has their own company or somebody that wants a really nice, sophisticated, elegant scent, but you don't want to project too much. You want a scent that's going to stay within your immediate surrounding, where people are going to smell you if they come in contact with you, if they shake your hand, give you a hug, or they get close to you, they're going to get these beautiful nuances from all these different fragrances. Now, Majestic Cashmere has a lot of really nice facets that I do enjoy. It's going to be an incense-based scent with amber and cashmere wood. It's going to be a little bit smoky, a little bit sweet. There's amber in the dry down. This is definitely my favorite when it comes to the most unique / most niche-like scent out of the three, to be honest with you. The one thing I love about this particular one, Majestic Cashmere, even though it's not a vetiver-based scent, as you'll see with the next one, while vetiver, it has a note of bourbon vetiver, which really adds this amazing dimension and character to this particular cashmere ambery kind of a scent. It is my favorite, to be honest with you, before I even get into the vetiver, and it's one that you definitely have to check out. If you like what I described here, if you like a boozy vetiver with coriander, spices, cashmere, ambery, incense, this stuff here is where it's at, guys. Really amazing. The time of year we have right now, it's still cold out, especially if you're in the tri-state area. I'm in New York, Connecticut. This is great for colder season, or if you want something really boss and really head turning, definitely check out Majestic Cashmere. It is just that, it's a majestic scent. Talk about real quickly about the performance on this particular one. I get about 7 to 8 hours with this one. It pushes really nice for the first hour and a half or so. I left this one for last on purpose because I do love vetiver. As you guys know, I did a whole series on my favorite vetivers of all time. This particular one is called Wild Vetiver. And this was actually my scent of the day today, so I have it in my arms, I have it in my shirt. It is a very, very nice vetiver scent, guys. This is something that you can wear. It's very versatile to start off. I'm just gonna say Wild Vetiver is going to be very versatile. It's a fragrance that you can wear all year long, all year round. You can wear it for an office scent. You can wear this casual. You can wear this dressed up a little bit. A full-fledged suit, you can wear this. It is an all-around great vetiver scent. Because I have so many vetiver fragrances, and this is like a combination of different vetivers that I own, I didn't particularly love this. I didn't think it was as unique as Majestic Cashmere. That's why I said, before that Majestic was my favorite. In fact, it is my favorite from the three. I've yet to smell Rich Pimento, which I'll review for you guys as soon as I get the bottle. But Wild Vetiver is actually very nice vetiver scent. It's gonna be fruity. You have this bergamot up top, which is really nice and citrusy. You're gonna get a little bit of a birch wood, touch to the fragrance into the heart and into the dry down, which is gonna add this nice smoky facet to it. It's not overly smoky, it's not overly fruity. It is very, very well balanced, guys. What I love about this Wild Vetiver one is because it's anything but wild. It's actually very nice and smooth. It's anything, that is contrary to being bold and brash like a lot of the vetivers that I own that are very smoky and earthy. This is going to be a very smooth and very, easy to please type of vetiver. So if you wanted something to rock all year round, a perfect vetiver signature scent, guys, definitely consider checking out Wild Vetiver. I think you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised. So my final thought on this particular, collection, the Beyond collection from Bentley, is it is a very, very nice, very well put together blend. I love the bottles, like I said before. I love the leather accents in the caps. They're very beautiful bottles, very heavy, very solid, thick glass in here. The retail for these are 165 pounds, which I think it's close to $200 USD. But, you guys can find this particular fragrance at MAXAROMA, which is actually the sponsor of today's video. And actually, I'm gonna give you guys a code, MAX40, not my name, just Max and the number 40, which will grant you guys 40% off at checkout, guys. 40% off, which is amazing. I'm gonna have all the details down in the description if you guys wanna check any of these fragrances out. It's going to be a limited, code that's gonna expire within a couple of days. So enjoy, guys. If any of these three fragrances sounded interesting to you, I think the 40% off is actually pretty good. And perhaps, in the future, these will be actually further discounted. But right now, these are actually, new releases. And, I see what Bentley's trying to do now. They're trying to get into a different stratosphere of the fragrance community or the fragrance world. So they're going into the private blend, high-end type of fragrances, as opposed to what we're used to with these particular fragrances here that cost really nice prices and they deliver quite a punch. These are like big bang for your buck, as I talk about this in the other series that I have on this channel. I think these other ones here are not going to be your big bang for your buck as far as like cheap and great. But I think if you want something really classy, really unique and outstanding as far as like the scent, the blends, presentation, I think you can find it here in the Beyond collection. So guys, all details, including the 40% off, in the description if you guys want to check that out. Go ahead and check the links. I'm going to have everything down in the description for you guys. I'm going to do one more for you guys. I'm going to do another giveaway of one decant of each of the compositions. If you guys want to get a 5 ml decant of each one of these compositions, you know, the exotic musk, the wild vetiver, and the majestic cashmere, all you have to do is follow details in the link. This is going to be worldwide, and you have all the details in the description. If the video reaches 1,000 likes or more, I'll actually do 2 winners for these 5 ml decants of each one of the compositions of this Beyond collection. So good luck, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you guys today on the Beyond collection from Bentley. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for tuning in. As always, remember, fragrance is emotion, so wear what truly moves you. I will see you again real soon.